Welcome to Bloodline, Heroes of Lithus. I am currently attempting to make progress in this. I just spent some diamonds to get the peas, as the peas are really the only way to progress. OMG. Anyway, okay, I'm looking at this. There's my cousin, number 9, Skull. I'm number 24. Alright. And Skull's at 13, and I'm at 22. Alright. Corn is only good for roses. It is not good for making progress, in my opinion. It's kind of like the purple books. They're just filler. The only books that count are the blue books and the gold books. Golly gee, I did get a lot of the peas, though. That's good, I suppose. Wonder how many bosses I'll get through before I get blocked again. Go ahead and get some corn growing. Alright, so the plan here is to fertilize, wait 15 minutes. You do want to be careful with how many of these you use. Not sure if that's quicker, but maybe. Once again, that's Shane growling at the world, and at least this time he's got a reason to, because cancer. But it's mouth cancer, it's his lower jaw, it's completely up front, and it's just growing inward from up front. And I don't know, I just feel like I got hoodwinked by WSU, Washington State University. And because I was honest with them and told them that I live in poverty and that I'm out of money after his, paying for his 3 radiation treatments, they have basically just said, yep, okay, we're done, can't help you any further. So, not happy with that. I really just should have had somebody take just excise the fucking cancer. Really, would have been the best thing to do. If you look at his mouth right now, you can see his jawbone, because the cancer has created an ulcer, which is basically just disappearing his flesh. His flesh is just disintegrating. He's still getting herbal water along with everyone else, and stop eating the electric cord cat. And I'm at a loss because was at negative $23 until recently. I did some yard work for a guy, and I'm back. Now I have $17 and some change. I've got $160 in bicentennial coins. I do not know what happened to the rest of my bicentennial coins, but they're just gone. I had a bag of gold rings and silver rings. They're gone. Just looking for things that I can sell. So now, and because it's a fucking holiday weekend, I can't go to the local jewelry guy He's the one that asked me to bring him in ancient tools like mallets and anything that's got an iron or whatever metal. Like, he wanted that kind of stuff. One time I came in years ago, and so I was coming in with that kind of stuff, and then he's like, well, where do you get these things? I'm like, I have friends with, a hoarding problem, and occasionally they fucking get rid of things. Anyway, I just get treated like a fucking junkie every time I visit him, so he kind of pisses me off. Let's see, we want to work on beans, because the beans are the only thing that matter. Corn is garbage. And get the upgrades in when you can get the upgrades in. Shane! Oh. I took him with me wherever I went today. And the way I see it, like, everybody that hears about him is like, oh, he's got cancer, he's suffering, you should put him down. And I'm terrified of death, I'm terrified of the void of nothingness, and I just feel like I'd be punishing him if I euthanized him right now. I'm willing to euthanize him if I can look at him and see that he would rather not be alive. When his eyes are telling me I have no hope, I have just pain, that's when I will have him euthanized. Right now, he still wants to be a dog, he still eats, he still drinks, he still runs when he wants to go outside and play. He's acting normally, even though he's got, like, fucking no front teeth left, basically. They're in there, but they're all just loose in his mouth, because his whole front of his jaw has just become sponge. And I'm just angry, so angry. I threw 2 of my PlayStation 1s on the ground and broke them on purpose because they were in a tote full of water, so garbage. But I had 2 PlayStation 3s, which I gave to the buddy that visited over the weekend, but he was one of the people that was yelling at me all weekend that I'm a selfish bastard. Meanwhile, he's driving a $22,000 car, and he's paying for a house, and he couldn't pay for the PlayStations that I gave him, and he couldn't pay for the giant tote of Dungeons and Dragons books that include 1st edition, 2nd edition, 3rd edition. But anyway, nope, couldn't pay for any of that, because I guess I have to pay him for his visits. And the reason I care about him visiting is he's got 2 of my dogs. So I like to see my puppies when he visits. He brings them along. So I put up with his superiority complex. He thinks he's right in every instance. Meanwhile, I don't get why he's like drinking himself to death. He's got a good job, he makes good money. My cousin talking to me. Got a good job, makes good money, and he's drinking himself to death. Every time I see him, he's bigger. And in only one area, his gut. His gut just keeps getting bigger and bigger. The last time I saw him, it looked like he was going to give birth to a basketball. And now it looks like he's going to give birth to twins. Meanwhile, Captain Logic, I don't know, just, I don't understand. Like, he has something to look forward to in life, and he's drinking his liver to death. So, that I don't understand. Don't do that. Alright. Just, I can't win. My landlord is against what I'm trying to do, trying to keep Shane alive. Everyone thinks I should just put him down. The insulation masters let their Frisian out today. There's a fucking junkie hiding just behind the hill. You just see his head. Oh. I see old man is in the truck again. Why he hangs out in the truck? I mean, apparently he's allowed in the single wide, but he'd rather be in a truck that's parked next to the single wide. Let's see, do I have... Probably check the raid bosses. They're likely gone by now. I took too long. Let's go take a look. Raids. Gone. Took too long. Now that's over. Okay. Oh, is there more? Is there something else? No, okay. Freaking cells and savers. Silver. Now I have to search. Not there. Not there. Not there. Not there. They're just freaking A. Alright, don't buy silver on this particular map at the moment. What about gold? $5.75, that's probably the best. Some fruit. Viridian. Which steel? Dragon glass. The only thing I'm concerned about with a partial jaw removal is the possibility of the need for blood transfusion because of bleed out during the operation, which I do think is a real concern because his cancer is growing so fast that it's getting plenty of blood flow. So that does bother me a bit, but I don't know. At this point, $4,000 in diagnostics and then radiation has led me pretty much nowhere. Get rid of my fruit, spices. They're selling spices. I need to sell spices. That's where I'll do it. No Viridian. Pretty sure. There it is. Spider silk. Alright. Okay, do I have an out? Okay, I've got to do pillages though. Let's take a look at how terrible this is. 387. Let's try something different. That'll be worse, but it'll be quick. I like quick. Growly Shane. Ta-da! Quick is fun. Gets it over with. Okay, well these I might be able to beat, even though he's got Divine Guardians and very low power. Absolutely hate the Divine Guardians. Still don't have any. Well, that didn't go well. Just absolute whale toy bullshit. That's what those are. Why even bother trying to give me the win game? I already lost 2. There we go. Just end it. Oh man. Annoying. This is seriously annoying. We're just gonna run out the clock. Okay. May as well plug back in. Phone updated a few days ago and said that it gave me AI. I disabled that crap. Couldn't get rid of it. I really hate the fact that we don't really own these things because the companies own them. They fill them up with crap we don't want. World really is dystopian. I'm so tired of this reality. No, this is a trap, probably. I was wrong, I think. There's someone else that's not really trying. Are we done? No. Let's see what we can get. I think I fought. Yeah, I fought this fucking already. Talked to a couple of Mormons while I was in someone else's yard doing yard work, kind of over the fence. And they both gave me their stories about dogs of theirs that had died right before they went on mission. I guess one lost one to parvo, and somehow it lasted a month before it died of parvo, so that's sad. So when I deal with parvo, it's done within a week. And the other one, old dog that was having hip problems and finally died. But yeah, my buddy tried to guilt trip me about Nessie, which was the landlord's dog when I moved in, but I pretty much adopted her because he didn't have time to give a fuck. And trying to guilt trip me because I tried to keep her alive as long as possible because I loved her, and admittedly the last 3 days of her existence were pretty hard on her. But up until those last 3 days, she still had the will to live. But yeah, admittedly, those last 3 days, I think she was done. But she died right before my eyes. I was with her for the last 20 minutes of her life. The man that I was working for called me that day as I was on the porch dealing with her, trying to comfort her, bitching about his yard because I took too much dirt away from the fence line and his lawnmower was overcutting the grass right along the fence line. And he just had to keep going and going and go. I even told him, I've got a dog dying right now. Can we deal with this later? And he just kept going and going. So, yeah, I've been ignoring him lately because he wanted me to work weeks ago for him, and I just ignored his call. But I need the money, so I went ahead and did it. Been working for him. But I just hate my life. I hate Trump. I hate this administration. We're going into Nazi frickin' Third Reich territory. My apologies to women. I'm sorry about the abortion bullshit, because that really is bullshit. The only reason Republicans want to save babies is so that they can throw them at war. So that's the only reason. They don't care about babies. They just want more bodies to protect their oil and their resources. That's all we are to them. Absolutely dystopian is what America is. We're the land of the pretend free. We're the land of the illusion of two choices in voting. We're the land of propaganda. Better than the Russians. We're so much better than the Russians at propaganda. We're number one. Just absolute bullshit is what this reality is. Come on. Oops, that's what I wanted. There. Oh, so close. I need to use that hat. Let's use it down here somewhere. Where's there a mage? So far away. Wrong mage. The Requiem is apparently a decent choice for the current event, Sanctum Grove. Where is that? Which assassin is wearing, or is it? There we go. Carouse 6 times, yeah. Oh, there we go, that might help. Maybe I should. 1, 2. I don't even know if I can do this. Will it let me? Oh, I have to pay money? Yeah, okay, whatever. There is no money. Oh, that one. 12 times? Damn, 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. I agree, universe, but that's just how it is. Any year now. Kinda sounds like rain. I didn't even see clouds in the sky. Did I collect solve any summit? Let's go to the frickin' sanctum. Or not. Frickin' A. Just wrong buttons left and right today. Sanctum Grove. There's the P's. That's right, I couldn't get any further until those were done anyway. Yeah, the P's are the only thing that matter, along with the chilies if you ever get them, but the game doesn't really like to give those up. So, corn is filler, as it is in reality. Yeah, Friday and Saturday I didn't sleep at all. And then Saturday night I decided to sleep into Sunday morning, but I woke up at 5. Started going through one of my storage sheds, which is a fifth wheel trailer. My storage fifth wheel. Trying to find worthwhile items to sell to save my dog. Okay, get back in there. What do I need? I need upgrades. Not to corn though. Stat bonus. See, that upgrades Constitution, which I don't need. And this upgrades attack. And it has no chili. Alright, let's take a look at 52. So I'm using female hoe, female lascivious death, female umbra, and both the male and female vertilac. So far this combo has been, well, the best that I've come across. So if you don't have one of these, a good stand-in is the male Dire, which I call the Avatar 2 ripoff. And again, the Requiem, female Requiem, is another good stand-in. The goal is to look for characters that have that do damage to the enemy based on its constitution. And so because bosses tend to have crazy amounts of constitution, these guys actually do a lot of damage. The hoe is just kind of keeping everyone alive, and because she can take a hit or two in the very beginning before things start ramping, she's also very useful as a kind of tank. Yeah, at some point when everything kicks in, he's just got his back turned to me for the rest of the fight. So I am very much considering putting this team together in my third team. Kind of, I've got my favorite selection team, then I've got my mostly canine team, and team 3 is just everything else that I'm using at the moment. But yeah, I'm considering making this my currently using third team. I have the Verlac, I have the Hoe, I do not have the Lascivious Death or the Umbra. I have them in Legendary, I think. So now that you can feed champions to Divine Guardians, it might be useful to upgrade some legendaries. Yeah, I think it's raining. I guess I should let dogs in. Let me verify. It is raining, but only lightly, and it's still warm out there, so I'm just going to leave them out. They have shelters. I've spent lots of time and money building them shelters that occasionally get used. If they don't want to sit in the warm rain, they can use a shelter that I built for them. Shane is in here, of course, because he is in constant babied mode until he passes. I lost a Wordalac. My cousin's getting a big storm in Mississippi. I'm kind of surprised that I'm getting some crap weather here. Must be a nationwide crap weather moment. Oh. Is it gonna get heavier? Oh, and suddenly it's windy. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Huh. Like, really windy. My video cameras are dancing all over the place. Well, shit. Okay, light rain, I was okay with them chilling in, but I guess I'm gonna let them in a minute. Which I'm not looking forward to, because Viridian is such a pain in the butt. Thinks he's the center of the universe. Here we go. No, it's raining the next day. Come on. Dark Whale decides to go into his doghouse. Dax can hide under any number of vehicles. It's been a shitty weekend. Emotionally. Now it's finally matching my emotions. Yeah, finding out that the female Umbra was awesome was an incidental. I was cycling through champions trying to figure out how to keep going with the bosses, and she was the one that was starting to blow things out of the water immediately. I'm like, okay. So the only thing I like about the Vertilac is their little pets. Well, mostly the wolf pet. I don't really care about the bat pets, but... Oh, Trump. Still hope he chokes on a chicken finger. How far do I get before I hit the glass ceiling? My cousin says he's in the 150s now, boss level. I did not spend any diamonds until recently, so I'm a little bit behind. Hi, Viridian. You were not the center of the universe. Hi. Yeah. Okay. It was 19 seconds, 18 seconds, or whatever seconds left. Kinda hoping that I can keep climbing the ladder here. Of course, my cousin's also using Divine Guardians. He's been making them. I have not made a single one yet. Got that bonus and all the other things that come with the OP whale toy. Clean Viridian's ears. Not that it seems to do me any good. I clean them, I put this bottle of whatever ear acidifier in, and nothing gets better. I like how every vet that I've taken Shane to, like, I know one of his ears, the ear where the cancer side is not great, and they always say his ears are clear. I think they're just lying. They did not check his ears, they just check shit off to pretend. Oh, I was defeated, huh? Wow, those peas didn't last long, did they? I've already used 10 Q-tips. His ears are not getting any cleaner. Come on. Q-tipping it up. I'll throw them in the fireplace for the next time I start it. Come on, beat this boss and give me another shield orc. Thank you. Thank you. Rainbow. Can I clean your ears? Rainbow. 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 Yeah. Why is it so dirty? What are you doing? Uh-huh. Rainbow, you have 2 ears. Oh, crap. Rainbow. Come on. Come here. Come here. Viridian wants more ear cleaning. Okay. Ah. Woohoo. So... last drops of chocolate out of my chocolate milk container. Okay. Great. My last 58-minute video took, I want to say 16 hours to upload because YouTube's a fucking bitch. I'm currently uploading just a little update on Shane's condition with actual pictures of Shane and the rest of the family. When I was going through stuff, I found pictures of me from like 20 years ago with my first sets of cats.